Hello, I'm Najihah. I'm as chairman.
Hello, I'm Nabilah. I'm as secretary.
Hi, I'm Afiqah as member 1.
Hi, I'm Farhana. I'm member number 2.
Hello, I'm Alyssa. I'm member 3.
Assalamualaikum everyone.
Waalaikumsalam.
Okay, so before we start our meeting, could you silence your phone please? Okay, thank you everyone.
Welcome.
Okay, ladies, today I'm Najihah as chairman. I'm happy to welcome you to our meeting, which I trust will prove profitable to us and the society. Thank you for coming to the meeting today.
Welcome.
Okay, so welcome to our fourth meeting. Now, shall we proceed to the next item?
Yes, sure.
Okay, thank you. Can we call this meeting to order?
Yes, of course.
Okay, Miss Nabilah, would you please roll call?
Sure, Miss Chairman. Alyssa,
Yes, I'm here.
Afiqah, yes. Farhana,
I'm here.
okay.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nabilah. Now, shall we move on to the next item, which is apologize for absence? Okay, is there any apologize?
Excuse me, Miss Chairman. I'm Nabilah. Apologize for absence were received from Mr. Azman and Mr. Faizal.
Okay, thank you. Noted. Okay, now let's move to the minute of the last meeting. Have you read the meeting?
Yes.
Okay, good. So, is there any correction to be made?
Excuse me, Miss Chairman. I'm Nabilah. Firstly, budget for the project to be implemented to help batik orang asli listed at RM100,000 was incorrect, and correction to be made was changed to RM10,000. And second is the place for last meeting listed at meeting room Kerbau was incorrect, and correction to be made was changed to meeting room Merbau. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Miss Secretary.
Welcome.
Can someone propose the minute to be passed?
Excuse me, Miss Chairman. I'm Farhana.
Yes.
I propose that the minute to be passed as a true record.
Okay, thank you. Okay, all done.
Thank you, Chairman.
Okay. Now, let's move to the next item, which is matter arising. Is there any questions or comments? Okay, Miss Afiqah,
Yes.
I want to hear a report for matter arising from the last meeting. Could you please explain to me?
Okay, Miss Chairman. Here I want to inform you that there were enough transportation to bring the food to batik orang asli. So here we will use 3 vans to bring the food, and the vans are ready to use.
Okay, thank you. So, Miss Afiqah, I want to
Yes.
know how much the cost of van that incurred.
Okay, sure, Miss Chairman. Each van will charge for RM200. So here we will rent for 3 vans. So the total cost is RM600.
Okay. Wow, it's quite cheap. Thanks, Miss Afiqah.
Welcome.
Okay, now I want to hear a report about matter arising from you, Miss Alyssa. Can you please explain to me?
Yes, Miss Chairman. I can explain to you. I want to inform the meeting that there are 4 tents have been provided for the committee to stay at the Kuala Kup village in Gua Musang during this charity.
Okay, so how much the total cost for the 4 tents?
Miss Chairman, I want to tell that there is the good news, which is there is no cost incurred for the tents because Mr. Faizal willingly want to sponsor the tents for us, but Mr. Faizal cannot attend the meeting today because he has outstation at Singapore.
Wow, marvelous!
Yes, marvelous.
Okay, so we can reduce the cost.
Yes.
It's good for Mr. Faizal, even he did not attend the meeting today, but he showed his effort, right guys?
Yes.
Okay, so Miss Alyssa, can you thank Mr. Faizal when he come back from outstation?
Yes, sure, Miss Chairman.
Okay, thank you Miss Alyssa. Okay, done for the matter arising. Now let's move to the next agenda, which is special business. So guys, I found that the death of several members of the Batik Orang Asli community in Kuala Lumpur village in Bumusang were a big blow to everybody. So the death of 14 Orang Asli of the Batik tribe in Kuala Lumpur are believed to have been caused by a yet to be determined disease that is contagious only among the tribe's members. So during the meeting today, we want to have this Orang Asli type and we need 3 possible projects to be implemented. So would any member like to propose the motion?
Excuse me, Miss Chairman.
Okay.
I am Afiqah. I propose that our committee should provide healthy food to Batik Orang Asli. I think by giving healthy food to them, they can improve nutrition in their body and they can live in a healthy lifestyle.
Okay, thank you Miss Afiqah for the motion. Is there any seconder for this motion?
Excuse me, Miss Chairman. I'm Nabilah. I'm second the motion.
Okay, thank you Miss Nabilah. Okay, so open for discussion. So Miss Afiqah,
Yes.
what kind of food do you want us to provide to Orang Asli tribe?
I suggest that we should give them rice, bread, mineral water, vegetables, eggs, and others.
Okay, thank you Miss Afiqah for the suggestion.
Excuse me, Miss Chairman, I'm Farhana. I agree with Miss Afiqah. This is because by giving them a healthy food, it can reduce the risk disease that contagious among them. It is because most of them do not concern about their diet balance. So what about you, Nabilah?
Yes, that's a great idea. I agree with you, Farhana. By eating well, it is excellent way to help your body stay strong and healthy. So we can provide the food fairly to each other family. So what about you, Alyssa?
I think it's a good idea because what you eat can affect your immune system mood and your energy level. So the healthy food is very important in improving Batik Orang Asli internal body. Moreover, when they eat the healthy food, automatically their body become more active and they also can work without any interruption.
Okay, so shall we put this to a vote?
Yes.
Okay, will all in favor raise your hands? Okay, thank you. So we have 4 votes for the motion and 0 votes against it. So the motion is therefore passed. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Miss Nabilah, can you jotting down the point given by Miss Afiqah?
Yes, sure, Miss Chairman.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nabilah.
Welcome.
Okay, now guys, let's move to the next motion. Any other motion?
Excuse me, Miss Chairman. I'm Alyssa. I propose that our committee should provide special class, which is cleanliness class, to help Batik Orang Asli. I think that it would improve their life status through education and motivation.
Okay, thank you, Miss Alyssa, for the motion. Is there any seconder for this motion?
Excuse me, Miss Chairman. I'm Afiqah. I second the motion.
Okay, thank you, Miss Afiqah. Okay, any idea for this proposal? Let's discuss.
Yes, Miss Chairman. We can do practical about hand wash. For example, we can teach 10 steps about how to look after of their hygiene. So, Miss Chairman, may I show you about 10 cycle of hand wash?
Yes, of course.
Okay, first, wet your hands under running water. And second, add soap. Third, rub palms together vigorously to create ladle. Fourth, rub the backs of hands vigorously with palm with fingers interlaced. Fifth, wash between fingers. Sixth, group fingers together. Rub tips in leather or palm of opposite hand. 7. Rotational rubbing of left thumb, palms in right palm and vice versa. 8. Rub the water wrist with the left palm and vice versa. 9. Rub backs of fingers against opposite palm. And the last one is rinse your hands to remove all soaps and dry hand thoroughly.
Okay, good. Thank you for your detailed explanation, Miss Alyssa. Okay, now how about you, Miss Nabilah? What do you think?
Excuse me, Miss Chairman, I'm Nabilah. I agree with Miss Alyssa that we should improve their thought through their education, their way of thinking and placement. This knowledge will be useful for them even though this charity has ended. So, how about you, Farhana?
Yes, marvelous. We should provide hygiene care book. It is useful for them as a guidance to live in a better way. Furthermore, Ms. Chairman, we should provide about 100 book of hygiene care to them. So the cost for the book is about 1,000. Moreover, I suggest that we provide the book not only for children but also for adults. So what about you, Afiqah?
Yes, I think during this charity program, we can hire a teacher about 5 or 6 times to teach and motivate batik orang asli about hygiene care. Okay, now I want to present about the budget for hiring the teacher. The budget for hiring a teacher is around 500 ringgit. So, we will spend 100 ringgit for each day. The cost to hire a teacher is not too high and it is still in our budget.
Okay, thank you for your discussion. Okay, now let's make a vote. Can you raise your hands? Okay, thank you. So, we have 4 votes for the motion and 0 votes against it. So, the motion is therefore passed. Okay. Okay, so now let's move to the next proposal. Any proposal?
Excuse me, Miss Chairman.
Okay.
I'm Nabilah. I propose that the committee should provide medicine to batik orang asli. I think that it can help them if anything happen with their health. Furthermore, they are also stay far away from the town, which is difficult for them to go to the clinic.
Okay, thank you for your motion. Is there any seconder?
Excuse me, Miss Chairman, I'm Alyssa. I second the motion.
Okay, thank you, Miss Alyssa. Okay, now let's open for discussion.
Okay, excuse me, Ms. Chairman. I am Afiqah. I think by providing the medicine to batik orang asli, they can use the medicine in emergency situation because we cannot predict what will happen in the future. So when we distribute the medicine to batik orang asli, we have helped them to prepare early before anything bad happen. Like people always say, prepare the umbrella before it's rain.
Okay.
Yes, is it right, Alyssa?
Yes, I agree with you, Miss Afiqah. I think we should provide this medicine to each family so that the family entitled to adequate the medicine. I think the cost to buy medicine still in our budget.
Okay, so how about the way to provide the medicine to each family?
Don't worry, Miss Chairman. I will call the pharmacy department to come to the Palaku village to supply the medicine to each family adequately.
Oh, okay.
Excuse me, Ms. Chairman, I'm Farhana.
Yes.
I'm sorry, but I disagree with them because there is probability for them to expose in the dangerous situation.
Okay.
Let's say, if we wrongly give them the medicine, we will liable for the risk.
Excuse me, Miss Chairman, I'm Nabilah. For your information, Farhana, before our committee provide the medicine to batik orang asli, we will survey the disease among the batik orang asli and we will ask the doctor, like Alyssa said before, the pharmacy department will come to supply the medicine to them.
Okay. Wait. What kind of medicine do you want to provide?
I suggest to provide inhaler, Panadol, Actifast, Coach medicine, flu medicine and other.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
So, shall we make a vote?
Yes, sure.
Okay, could you raise your hands? Okay, thank you. So, we have 3 votes for the motion and 1 vote against it. So, the motion is therefore passed. Okay, now let's move to the next motion. Is there any motion?
Excuse me, Ms. Chairman, I'm Farhana.
Yes.
I propose that our committee should provide transportation which is public bus for Batik Orang Asli. And I think it will help them to go to the town to buy their needs. So it is easy for them to go to the town because they don't need to find Grab or taxi. Hence, we can give an order to Batik Orang Asli to drive the bus themselves, or we can choose one of them to be the driver.
Okay. Thank you, Miss Fana. Okay, is there any seconder for the motion?
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman. I'm Nabilah. I'm second the motion.
Thank you, Miss Nabilah. Okay, so let's open for discussion.
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman. I'm Alyssa. I'm not interested with Farhana's proposal. I think the cost to buy bus is quite expensive. Now we just have only 10,000 ringgit for this charity, so it is out from our budget. Moreover, is it they need to take drive license first?
Yes, of course, they have to take drive license first.
But if we do that, it will increase our cost. Like I said before, we only have 10,000 ringgit only. You must consider what I told before.
Okay, so how about you, Nabilah? Do you agree with me?
Yes, I'm sure that this is a brilliant idea. It is because by buying a bus, it can facilitate them to go out and enjoy a new view outside from their placement. So I absolutely agree with Farhana's proposal. This is because if they go out from their placement, they will meet new members and their thought will grow. Like Idiom said, like a breath of fresh air. So are you in my side, Afiqah?
Oh, I'm sorry, Nabilah. This time I cannot be in your side. Your idea is quite good, but it is still too complicated for orang Batik Asli to go out from their placement. It is because I think they are very stubborn. Why do you think they still live in the jungle while they can get out from their placement? So I think by buying a bus for them, it is unuseful and it is out of our budget.
But transportation is very important for them to buy their needs, to buy their food.
But now we only have 10,000.
Okay, calm down. I understand that our budget is not enough, but can we make a vote first?
Yes.
Okay, so please raise your hands. Okay, thank you. So we have 2 votes for the motion and 2 votes against it. So it make the motion is equal, right? So I will use my power as the chairman to against it, since our budget is only 10,000 ringgit, so we do not have enough money to support this motion. So the motion automatically defeat. Okay, thank you. Now let's move to the last motion. Is there any proposal?
Excuse me, Ms. Chairman. I am Afiqah. I propose that our committee should hire a doctor to monitor their health. I feel it can improve their health since they keep practicing the way of life in lack awareness.
Okay, thank you for the motion. Any seconder?
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman. I'm Alyssa. I second the motion.
Okay, thank you, Miss Alyssa. Now let's open for discussion.
Excuse me, Miss Chairman. I'm Nabilah. I'm sorry, but I'm not agree with Miss Afiqah about hire a doctor. Both of them just now reject Farhana's proposal about buy a transport for Batik Orang Asli because not enough budget. But now, Miss Afiqah want to hire a doctor, which the cost is more higher than buy a bus, while the transport also quite important for them.
Yes, hire a doctor is quite expensive. and it costs a lot of money. Same with the bus. But I think the bus is more important because just in case they want to buy something in emergency, they can just go for it.
Okay.
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman. I'm Alyssa. I disagree with Nabilah and Farhana's opinion. It is because hire a doctor is more important than buy a bus. Moreover, the purpose of this charity is about health. So, by hiring a doctor can solve the main problem among them. Furthermore, a bus do not important for them because they rarely go out to the town.
Excuse me, Miss Chairman. I really hope you will consider my proposal.
Okay, relax, Miss Afiqah. Actually, both of opinion is brilliant, but we do not have enough budget. Okay, guys. So let's make a vote first. Please raise your hands. Okay, thank you. So we have 2 votes for the motion and 2 votes against it. So it makes the proposal is equal. So I will use power as chairman to against it. So the motion will be defeat. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So thank you. Okay, now let's move to the next agenda, which is any other business. Okay, is there any other business to be discussed, guys?
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman.
Okay.
I'm Alyssa. I want to inform the meeting that our committee should build a bridge to facilitate them to cross the river. We can use the bamboo to build it so it can reduce the cost. Hence, we can build the bridge together with Batik Orang Asli, and we don't need to hire the contractor to build it because it will increase the cost, even though we just use bamboo and ropes to build it.
Okay, thank you, Miss Alyssa. Is there any other business, guys?
Excuse me, Ms. Chairman, I'm Farhana. I want to inform the meeting that build shelter to ensure that they feel comfortable and secure. Furthermore, in jungle, they are exposed with wild animal. So if we build shelter for them, their safety is guaranteed. Next, we can use the bamboo and nipa leaves to build the shelter so the cost incurred is less.
Okay, thank you, Miss Farhana. Okay, so guys, let's put the agenda for the next meeting. Okay? Okay, now let's move to the date and time of the next meeting. Okay, guys, jot down. Okay, so the next meeting will be held on 29 August 2019. Okay, at 8:30 AM in Merbau meeting room, the same room. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, so let's move to the last agenda. Okay? Will someone propose that the meeting be closed?
Excuse me, Miss
Okay.
Chairman. I'm Nabilah. I propose that the meeting be closed.
Okay, thank you, Miss Nabilah. Is there any seconder?
Excuse me, Miss Chairman, I'm Afiqah. I second the motion that the meeting to be closed.
Okay, thank you. So guys, thank you for coming to the meeting today. I now declare the meeting closed. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Chairman.